Hello everybody, welcome back to Satisfactory episode 13, and we are sitting here on Sunday afternoon. Everybody's out, just me having fun, doing my own thing, and getting on with playing my game. So if you remember last episode, we managed to put our power station in our nuclear power plant, and I said I'd finish it off and come back to you, and this is currently what we have. So as you can see, we've got a bit of power now, and we've expanded it exponentially. As you can see, we have a huge layout of our power supply now, and currently our power supply is 467 megawatts. And if you take that into account, the fact that I've also turned off these steam engines, these are not generating any power at the moment. There's no power or no fuel going to them. So literally all our power is coming from these steam turbines, of which you can see there's a lot of those. So they're generating power. That is going to keep generating power for the rest of the game. Now, one of the things I forgot to mention last time is that these power stations do produce waste. And the waste, I've made a little arm or a little insert here, so it comes out into one of these chests. As you can see, we've been burning through quite a lot of these, and this actual waste product is something we can use later to turn back into fuel, but we're not going to worry about it for the moment. We've got a lot of capacity there for fuel, and they're in these little chests, which are the provider chests. Now later on, what will happen is we will research some technology which will allow us to get the drones to take the waste out of there and send it to wherever we want it to send it to. We won't worry about that today, though. That's a next episode or a later episode deal. So what we want to do today is we want to get our yellow science up to date. Now, yellow science packs are here, and these guys will allow us to build much better things later on. The ingredients we need for these are processing units, flying robot frames, and low density structures. So I've made a little start on that. We'll go and have a look at that. I will get up the top there. Oh, also, as you can see, we have absolutely tons and tons of fuel. I've doubled this power station, or this line here, and it looks like we're actually running low on uranium to actually put in there. So let's see where our uranium train is and what it's doing. Okay, so it's just taking a little while to get filled up. I think it's this bottom line here. It's not getting filled up, and the train is waiting until it's full before it leaves the station. So, hello, bugs coming to attack. So I think we may end up just making this so that they evenly split between three, because obviously that one there is full, that one there is full, and this one here is just over halfway. But that's because these belts here. Ah, look at that. We haven't connected these ones up. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Okay. We'll go and address that imminently, because that's going to cause problems for our fuel supply for our power station. I'm not too worried at the moment, though, because we've got 79 uranium-235 in there. We've got absolutely tons of this fuel. We aren't running out anytime soon, so we should be fine. We are running out of iron plates in there, however. I think what I'll do is I'll throw some of those in there quickly, just to get some more fuel built up. So, right, let's go and take a look at where we're building our yellow research, and I'll come back when I'm there. Okay, there we go. That's our low density structure factory we're going to use, and I need to obviously put the inputs in here. So these are quite intensive. They take 20 copper plates, 2 steel plates, and 5 plastic bars. Now, plastic bars we're fine. Copper plates we should be fine, and the steel we actually have upgraded that. I will quickly show you. As you can see, my nice neat patterns up here now. We actually have all of this updated. I've taken out the old power stations, or the old smelters. We're using purely electric now because we've got the nuclear power stations to support it. So we've got the iron going through here, and the steel is being built obviously through these, and that's putting out a fair amount. It's not putting out a huge amount like I'd like to see, but this belt is now coming in down here. We put in a rail station here to get the iron. That iron is coming from over here, so we're okay for our iron for the moment, and the copper still doing what it does. No change to the copper at the moment. So we got rid of the little station that was there. That was annoying me. So now we've got these lines going up here, into here, producing iron plates and producing copper plates. As you can see, there is plenty there. We're not running out anytime soon. The steel is the only thing that's a slight bottleneck, but it's not the end of the world. I think I may change this down here. I did try and do is to optimize a little more efficiency. Tried to do one smelter for iron plates into 2 smelters for steel, and neither one's actually really getting enough. So I will actually change this and do a 1-to-1 ratio at some point, but just haven't had the time. But we have got a 1-to-1 ratio at the top there. It was just really an experiment for me to see if it could be done. Not ideal, so we'll look at that and change that at some point, but not today. We're not in a rush. Okay, so back to the low density structures. What I'm going to do is literally just create a blueprint of this one here, and we'll copy that and we will just paste that onto there. As you can see, I'm getting better with my blueprint planning and designing. And I think we're going to need quite a lot of these, so let's just go with that. And how many is that? So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We'll go with 14, just to be awkward. Oh, that will cause some problems, but we'll go with it. So, whilst that's building, and it's doing its own thing, there we go, our drones are doing all the stuff for us. So much nicer having drones. What we've got down here, I put together this little mess that you could call it, I guess. These belts aren't coming across here yet because we've got no demand for any of these other items currently. We will probably look at putting them across, but for now I'm just going to get these belts put in, and these can come across later. So this will go to here. There we go, got plastic bars and iron plates on one belt. They are the least needed, so I put them on the red inserters, and because the copper is going to be needed lots more, I'm doing a whole belt of copper, and then these multi or large inserts, bulk inserters, sorry, they should gobble up all that copper and throw it in there, and then these guys will do their thing, which is taking a little time, it's a little slow. Probably could throw some productivity modules in there at some point. I won't worry about that too much now. Just want to get it up and running so we can see what it looks like. And the copper belt, it's a little messed up because it's only on a yellow belt there. So I think probably we... Ah, yeah, look, it looks as if I have already upgraded to a red belt. But for some reason, it's only done it to there. Let's go through here. I guess I could get the robots to do this, but I'm just going to do it myself for the moment. So I want to pop that in there, so that gets red through there. And do you know what? Let's get the robots to do it instead. It'll be a lot easier. It saves us messing around. There we go. So they're going to put red belts in there, and that should speed everything up much nicer. And I guess the factory robots are going to come and get these ones. Okay, right, so there's our low density structures. They're coming out now, and these are going to be needed for other things later on, I believe, as well, but we won't worry too much about that for the moment. Okay, so they're coming out on one belt. Now, yellow research. It should be everything that we've got on these belts here for yellow research. So we're going to want to split these into... Ooh, what were the ratios again? So 2, 1, and 3. So what we'll probably do then is put 2 processing units and 1 flying robot frame onto one belt, and low density structures onto a second belt. Yeah, that might be the way to go, because then there's 3 and 3. That should make the ratio happy at least, I guess. Oh, we're missing some items. What are we missing? Oh, looks like we were missing some factories, but we've got those in our stock. The actual factory stock was low. Let's cut those off just there. And cut that off just there. We can always extend that later. As you can see, we've got plenty of defences up here now. Where our uranium is. Oh, we'll go up there and fix that uranium in a second as well. Yeah, so far that's the low density structures, which is good. We need those for building lots of things, and we can use that also for building our equipment that we need later. So these items here, roboports and these personal lasers and things, they're useful, but we don't need those at the moment. We've got plenty in the tank still. Okay, let's just go and fix that item up here, the pipe up here, because I want to get that uranium fixed. May also look at putting a few laser turrets in up here, if we've got any. Did we bring any with us? No, we didn't, and we didn't bring any batteries. Right, bear with me. Right, there we go. So, I've just edited out some of the most horrendous driving you'll probably have ever seen in game and real life, most likely. I seem to have crashed into everything, everywhere, all at the same time. So, right, let's get that done. That seems to be okay. That's now working. I'll get rid of that miner out of there. I'm going to leave these miners in because they're allowing the acid to go through between them. If I take that one out, I'll have to put a pipe in there, and it's just less hassle if I do it this way. I know it's a little bit lazy, but let's just leave it as it is. So I'm also building some laser turrets, and the reason for that is these guys over here are starting to get a little bit too pushy with their attacks. Getting a little bit fed up with them coming in and harassing me all the time. They're like the neighbours that won't leave you alone. You go out of the house and they're standing out the front. They always got to talk to you about everything in the world, and just like, leave me alone. I'm just going out to the car to do some shopping or something. Anyway, enough about the neighbours. I'm sure everybody's got one at least like that. Right, there we go. So they're now powered. That's good. That should provide some extra cover. And also, if any ammunition starts to run out, the laser turrets will be there to just provide a bit of backup for that, which is good. Okay, so walking behind the train as we usually do. That one there I will get rid of because that's not reliant on a pipe. And yeah, it looks like we'll be okay for now. I don't think we need to mess about spreading these out. As long as we've got these guys here and they've not got much left in the way of repair packs, so we'll throw our 9 packs in there. We'll build some more ourselves. Okay, we'll build a couple. Right, lasers we'll leave there for the moment. I think we're okay. It's only that side we seem to be attacked from because there's a small base there. There may be some come from the top, but we're covered from there as well. We're pretty well covered for everywhere here at the moment. Okay, that's the uranium taken care of. We've still got plenty of acid in there. We're not worried about acid. We're good. Let's wait for this guy to catch up. Thank you. And let's get down to building this research. Right, now we've got some turrets in. We're going to move these ones out. Get rid of these ones and these ones. So we should be okay. We'll build our factory down here for building the yellow science. And it's going to have to come this way and across and down, or just straight down, or this way and then build it across. I think we'll build it down. I kind of want to use this space over here for when we build our rocket, because this will allow us to build all the fuel come across this way, and anything else we need for it will become off the main production line at the top. So that will be the ideal place. So let's get the idea of where we want these 2 lines to come in from. In theory, we could probably just do them about there. Okay, let's try and do that the correct way around. One there and one there, so that'll be blue circuits and flying robot frames and the low density structures. And we're still being attacked again. What are we being attacked by this time? Okay, that's fine. They're not to us. Okay, factories. Where do we want to put these? Let's put them down here somewhere so they're a bit more spaced out. We'll have those running down this way. So essentially we'll just do the same as we've done for this factory here. Actually, do you know what? Let's use our brain. Let's use our brain. I know it's a bit of a challenge for me sometimes to do that. I know it's on a yellow belt as well, but that's not a problem with that. Don't know how many yellow ones we're going to be able to make, but let's go with, how many is that? That's if I can count, that's 8. Let's do 10. There we go. And it's nice that these blueprints, they tile so that you don't have to adjust them too much. It's quite handy that you can just do one into another. Except that seems to have missed some bits. I'm not sure why. That's interesting, isn't it? It's missed a couple of arms. Alright, so we can pop those in. That's not the end of the world. Okay, there we go, there we go. And we want to change this to a yellow chemical packs. Sorry, yellow utility packs. There we go. So just a point, I don't know if I noticed this before, if I noticed it, I don't know if I ever mentioned it before. If you hold down shift and right click, it copies whatever's in there, and then you can shift and left click to paste it. It's very, very handy. You've probably seen me doing it, and if you don't know what it was, that's what I was doing. It just helps you get the bits that you need in the right way. Saves you clicking and clicking and clicking too much. Okay, so that will be our yellow science. We need to get those into here somehow. We'll get that off and that from there. And then that yellow science can go across here and join up with the others that we've got. So we've got a purple science there. We'll probably throw it on that belt where the purple science is and get it through there. Yes. So let's get the science in and get some built, and we'll go from there. Right, leave it with me. I'll come back when it's set up. All right, there we go. Made a horrendous looking belt spaghetti there, but that's not going to be a problem. We're pretty much near the end of our belts anyway, of where we're going to need to really do anything more with them. It's not getting a lot of blue circuits on here, and not a lot of flying robot frames either, and not a lot of low density structures either. We're running low on steel again, so we are going to have to look at that steel at some point. This is going to be fairly slow with our yellow science, and when we look at what the actual science is we need for later on, we're going to need loads. It is going to put quite a big strain on our green circuits and our red circuits as well, because these blue ones are also now rinsing through here. We will have to extend this out, so I can at least double that. I think I'll probably just do that now quickly while we're here. In fact, it might be sensible. Yeah, let's just do that. We are getting attacked quite a lot. That's over in our coal area. We've got some bugs over there that are trying to destroy our base. Trying to burn through the walls. They've taken one of our turrets out. Got another couple of turrets there. We should be okay. We'll get over there at some point and get rid of those. We have had the tank out in between episodes to go and clear up some mess. Oh, we've got some more things being damaged. Okay, they're all being killed as well. Good. Lasers are taking care of those. Excellent. They don't like our coal station for some reason. So we will get to those. We will get to them. Okay, let's get these built and create the blueprint. This might cause a few issues here with this blueprint, but we'll not worry too much about that. Right, let's do it at the top of this one. I'll put that blueprint there for the moment, because we probably will end up using that again in a minute, because I want to get that out of the way, because that pump's needed later down the line. Let's just pop that there. And what's going on with this? Okay, needs that gone and that gone. Okay, now something's gone wrong with the pipe work. It's because the pipe is too long. That's not a problem. We can pop this in here, and with that pump we'll put that back in, and that should just let us carry on as normal. There we go. And now they are putting in more blue circuits. So yep, the green circuits are now running low because because there's not enough resource probably going to them. So as you can see, when you start building things big and you start building things more, the factory gets affected right at the front end. Let's have a look and see where our green circuits are losing out. Well, they're not really. It's just the iron supply is slow. But that's because we're on 2 yellow belts for the iron, and it's just not able to keep up. So we'll probably upgrade the red belts on there so that they go through here faster, because it's just not getting through quick enough. And we've got 2 of these big long lines, and the same with the copper, looking at that. Although I don't see why that slowed down. Oh, look, that little tiny belt there. So, because we're nowhere near that, what we can do is a cheeky little upgrade there. Just one little tiny belt has caused that. Just needs a red belt added to it. And hopefully what will happen now is the bots in the network should put a red belt there and speed that up for us. There we go, look at that, incoming. Perfect. And now that should let the copper go through a lot quicker. There we go. Fantastic. And now these circuits should get produced a lot better. These ones are okay, just the iron's the problem on that one. It's a later issue. That's a future me problem. Okay, so that is the research getting done for the yellow circuits. Where did I park my Jeep? It's down there. Okay, let's go and get that. And we're going to look and see where we're at with these. Okay, there's quite a lot of resources on the belt already. And these guys have... Oh, they're actually already making the yellow science. There we go, look at that. It's already there. I forgot they actually connected it all up. So there's quite a few on there already. Just need to start sending them across now. What's the best way to do this, I wonder? We want to put them on the belt with the purple ones, don't we? So what we could do... We're going to have to get these purple ones to come down a bit. And we'll keep using yellow belts on these just for now. Just it's easier. And as long as they go onto the belt this side to here, that should allow them to go through. Ah, no, it won't though. Look, it won't do what we want it to do. That's going to be a problem. So, how do we get around that? What we need to do is put them on this side of the belt here. Okay. Well, it's not much different. We'll just put them on like this. There we go. It's not the neatest in the world, but it will do. And now how far across do we want these to go? Ideally, I think we want them to go across on here, don't we? Is it going to hit that? No. Okay, so we'll do that. So there. And I'm using yellow belts because why not? It's not going to cause a massive issue. They're just going to take the time to go through. As long as they're being produced, they should just go through as and when. There we go. Right. That's it. That's our yellow science on the way. Don't need to do anything else now. Just let it crack on and do what it's doing. So let's just go and quickly fix that issue with the iron. The steel is obviously still taking a long time getting through anyway. Oh, by the way, we did just finish the research for the Covarex enrichment process. This will allow us to build much more of the uranium-235. And what it does is it takes 40 uranium-235 and 5 uranium-238. You put them together and it spits out 41 uranium-235 and 2 uranium-238. So basically it gives you 1 each time. So what you can do, you can create a loop where that keeps going around and recycling the uranium, and every time it does it you get 1 extra for free essentially, and it helps get rid of the waste that you don't need. So it's quite handy. We'll get to that. We're not in a rush for it. We've got plenty of uranium at the moment, so we're not worrying too much about that. Plenty of research queued up. The yellow ones we're not ready to do yet, but let's have a look and see what we can research in the meantime. Okay, so we can increase our robots. Now this is what I really want to get, the logistics system upgrade. The reason for that is it's got these chests here. And the important ones, there's 3 chests. There's the active provider chest, there's the requester chest, and there's the buffer chest. Now this one here is the provider chest. It puts things in it and it automatically just dumps it out into the network somewhere and gets rid of it. This one here is the important one. This is the requester chest. So what we can do, we can set a filter and tell it to have only one specific ingredient. And if that ingredient is in our logistics network somewhere, it will request it and the robots will bring it to there. So with our nuclear power, for example, where we have our power station down here, and where we've got our waste products here, we can set up a chest that requests those waste products, and then it will filter those out into a factory to reprocess it if we fancy. So that's quite good. We don't worry about that too much for the moment. What I'll do, I will queue that up. It's going to take 500 of these yellow science packs though. It is going to be a good research to have. But then we've got other stuff here. Look, you see, we've got these ones too that I'd like to get. But these are going to take a while. And then we've got the rocket silo there. That's 1,000 research points. It's a little bit rich for our blood at the moment, but we'll get to that. So I think for the moment we're going to queue up these logistics system chests and get those on the go, because we will need those. And hopefully, if I don't try and drive my Jeep into things, imminently we're going to see the yellow research coming. There we go, that big long conga line of yellow research. But there's probably only about, what, 50 on there, maybe 100. So that's not going to get very far. We will need a lot more of that. So let's go and get this iron sorted out so that it's not slowing us down. Where is the iron? Basically we need to upgrade all those to red belts. Yeah, It's just taking too long. As you can see, I did think ahead when I did the copper ones. I did actually upgrade all those to copper, to red. So it looks like there is where we're at. So again, we'll get the bots to do it. And that'll be the bots for the base and our bots if we've got some as well. So there we go. What we do, we try and avoid the red stuff we've already done, because otherwise it tries to upgrade it to blue. And we haven't got blue yet. It's going to do it on there now, isn't it? Never mind. It is what it is. There we go. That should help there at least. And there. And it'll struggle there because these blue ones it can't do. Yet. And grade. There we go. Right, cancel those. Oh, except they've still got a red one there now. Look at that. Just build it ourselves a bit quicker. There we go. Right. That's the iron going through faster. Now, in theory, that should fill up both those lines. Yep, so this one's getting what it needs. It's just very, very bare still. Might end up having to put blue lines on there, or blue what they're called, blue belts on there. But they're all still working. These ones here, not so much. They're just going to take a little while to fill up. These ones in here are going-ish. Not as well as they could be. Okay, I think they need a dedicated belt of iron to go through those. And also, it doesn't help that that's still yellow. Let's upgrade those. And there. There we go. Right. That should make it a little easier for everybody. Cool. Right, so there we go. Yellow science is now going. It's just taking a little while to get through. Okay, so I've just come over to our little coal station here. Just where we pick up our coal from, just to bolster the defences here. Now that we've got all the power that we need, we can afford to throw in laser defences here. And that should save us worrying about getting the ammunition refilled in here. What I might do is just quickly build a little logistics station here to do the repairs, and that should help out in case there's any issues with that. I don't know if I've got any bots I can... Oh yeah, I've got a few that I can throw in. Let's throw... let's just open that up. Throw those in there. There we go, just easier to do that. Except I didn't want all of those, I want those in there. There we go. And I'll throw some repair packs in there too. If I can actually do what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh yeah, there you go. There's our research gone. So that's our logistics packs. Just finished researching there, which is very good. And what I've got going at the moment is the portable fission reactor. Remember Mr. Fusion? That's what that is. Once that's done, that's only 200 researchers, but that's actually not too bad. That should go quite quick. I've got a few others queued up there behind it as well, just some other things I want. And once that's done, that will help us massively with our power in our little thing we've got here. So we can get rid of these batteries, we can put these in the tank then. And then we can get some better bits. I think we're going to need that other armor though, before we can do anything else with that really, to do anything realistically useful with it. So we'll see where that goes. Right, so we've got our logistics bots there. There's only 20 in there, but that's plenty to do some repairs if we need to. Anything that comes in should get hit, destroyed, hopefully killed. That is going to put those ones out, just out of research, out of range there. That's fine. We'll cover those ourselves down the bottom there. As you can see, we had a little attack down here. Nothing too serious. So the bots will go and fix that. Excellent. Okay, so that's our iron supply covered. Good. And I think we're pretty much done for the moment. I do want to start getting the research finished off. So I might start bolstering that up a bit, getting more of these yellow packs in so that we can get our sciencey research up and running for the rocket. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I did. Let me show you once I get over here. I'm trying to get destroyed by a train on the way. To quickly hop across the other side of this track through the doors. As you can see, driving through here is like crazy. It's like driving through London in rush hour. Take your life in your hands. Where did I get to? Yes, so what I've done with our extra solid fuel that we don't use, because most of it's not getting used anymore, this is actually now going through here and it's getting mixed in with the light oil and it's producing rocket fuel. So in these boxes here we have rocket fuel, and rocket fuel is extremely good. We've got tons of it. We'll grab some to put in the car as well, just to put in our Jeep, because it's been powering it quite nicely. We'll put some in the tank later as well. I think we've already got some in the tank, just one lot in there. But the good thing about this is eventually we can have this on a pipe, not a pipe, a belt even, going across here into this area, and this is roughly where we wanted to put our rocket. So the fuel will go straight through here, and that's one of the components of the rocket sorted and not worried about, and the rest of the components will come off the belts up here. I believe it's blue circuits it needs, which we've got quite a few of there, so that will go nicely into where we need it to go to. And the other thing, I forget exactly what it was. It was rockets. What do we need for rockets? Rockets are going to need, it's a rocket silo recipe, rocket parts. Yeah, plastic, steel and copper, of which we've got plenty of that. But what we'll do is we'll make the rocket parts in a factory above and get these rocket parts on a belt down to us here. Cargo landing pad, I think that's for the DLC content, for the space age content. Could be wrong. I don't think it does anything in this game specifically, but as I say, it's new to this update, so I've not used that before. And then there's our satellite. That's our requirement for winning the game, is to put that satellite into orbit, which we'll get to. We will get to. So yeah, I think what I'll do some tidying up. I think we'll leave it there for the day. This is going to be a fairly short video in comparison to the others we've done in the past, but don't let that put you off. That doesn't mean it's a bad video. It just means it's not as long. Hopefully this has been useful, and if it has, fantastic. Thank you very much. Please, by all means, leave a like, and if you fancy, subscribe and do that as well. We're getting near to the end of Factorio. I want to do something different. I might put something else out. I kind of want to do Satisfactory. I might do some other bits and pieces just to not stay focused on factory games, because as much as I love factory games, there's other games out there that I enjoy also. So yeah, we might look at something else. But if you have suggestions or comments, feel free to leave them below, and we'll look at it from there. Otherwise, thanks very much for joining me. I really appreciate you taking the time and spending the time with me. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.